What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video. Gonna blog about the Lions here. I haven't done it in quite a while, and within at least the last couple of months. I think the last video was Matt Patricia being named the head coach. I'm kind of wondering what kind of flavor, with a lack of a better word, what kind of flavor he's going to put on this team. I know the flavor is not the right word, but that's the only thing I can think of right about now doing this video, kind of being right here on the spot. But I want to do a prediction video. I got the season schedule right in front of me here. The season schedule's been out now for at least a couple of weeks, if not a couple of months, knowing who the opponents are going to be for this year. So let's just go ahead and dig right into this, guys. I'm not going to go through the preseason because I don't think the preseason is a good indicator of how well or how bad the team's going to be. It's just more or less putting people out who have been drafted or who they've picked up via free agency and trying to see if they're going to stick or not and maybe go on the practice squad. So our first four, I'm kind of going to go through these in quarters now. Everyone knows there's 16 games. So the first four are the Jets, and then we're at San Francisco, and then we're home for the Patriots, and then we're at Dallas. It's going to be a coin flip here, guys. I don't necessarily know how well we're going to do here. I think the Jets and the 49ers are winnable games, and the Patriots and the Cowboys are kind of the ones that are kind of going to be a toss-up. Like I said, with the Patriots, it's really going to be interesting to see how Matt Patricia does against his former team. And with Dallas, it's going to be, Dallas could either be, we always seem to, now on the Dallas game, we always seem to play Dallas tough. It doesn't matter how good or how bad they are. We kind of go to their competition level. And I don't necessarily know why that is, but we always seem to play them hard and tough, and it surprises them all the time for some reason. I don't know why they don't say, Detroit's a tough team. They always come in, and they always play smash-mouth football. So the Dallas one is kind of going to be a toss-up. I see, at least for the first three, 2-1, and then the Dallas game could be a win or loss. But I'm going to put that down as a win. I think they win away, so they're going to be 2-2 right there going through the first quarter of the season. But like I said, we don't know how Matt Patricia is going to be, how he's going to coach this team, being the head coach, and kind of what flavor, kind of what stamp he's going to put on this team. And the next four are the Green Bay Packers. They have a bye week in there for week 6. And then the Dolphins for week 7 at Miami. And then they're home for the Seahawks. And then they're at the Vikings for week 9. That I see a win against the Packers at home. I see a win at Miami because the Dolphins are kind of, there's something going on down there. I don't necessarily know what's going on. At least that's kind of my general feel of it, kind of going in the back end of last year. There's something's going on there, so I think that's a win. So there's 2 wins, so that we're up to 4-2 right there. The Seahawks, I kind of see, I'm going to put that as a loss at home for Detroit. So that's 4-3. And then I like the Vikings, I like a loss there. So we're 4-4 going into the bye week, into halfway through the season. The only reason I put the Vikings as a loss is I think they're the team to beat. I don't think Detroit is quite ready to get there yet, especially with Matt Patricia as the head coach. Now, this is all going off the first-year head coach, but maybe he might inspire them to maybe they might get a win there. I just put it down as a loss. We're just going to have to wait and see how Matt Patricia does here. And then through the third quarter of the season, I got the Bears at home for a win, so we're at 5-4. The Panthers come in, that's a loss, so we're at 5-5 through 10 games. The Bears come home, that's a win, that's 6-5. And the Rams come in, that's at Ford Field, so I got them at 7-5 right there. I think we're kind of looking good going into the last 4 games, but like I said, it's going to depend on how Matt Patricia does and kind of if they buy into his concepts and everything like that. And the last 4 are at Arizona, which I have for a loss. That gets us to 7-6. At the Bills, I see a win. That's 8-6. The Vikings come home. I think that's a loss. I think the Vikings sweep us. That's 8-7. And at Green Bay, I see 8-8 for this team for first-year head coach Matt Patricia. I just don't like going into Lambeau on the last day on December 30th coming into the new year, or not coming into the year. The year's about to end there. It's always cold during that time of year up in Lambeau. And Detroit's not known for being a good cold weather team. 8-8 is probably right where we're going to be at. I do like the Vikings to win the division yet again. They're probably going to be back-to-back champions to win the division. And maybe in this next draft coming up in the next year, I think Detroit is really going to start to push for the Central Division title in Detroit. The Bills, I see a win. Like I said, the Cardinals could be a toss-up there. Right there. Right around 8-8, 500 team is kind of where I see us right now. Like everyone else has a year under their belt. Golladay has another year under his belt. Tate does. Stafford does. The line is kind of still, I don't want to say shaky, but that's probably about the best term that I can put on there. The defensive line kind of needs some assistance there. Hopefully with our acquisitions that we've got, it'll kind of maybe solidify. Like I said, this is just it's a big crapshoot, guys. I don't see us winning at the last two at the Vikings coming home at Lambeau. I just don't see that happening. But I mean, everywhere else, it looks to be a winnable game. Really is a winnable game. But like I said, it's always a toss-up. I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see here, guys. I don't want to kind of keep jibber-jabbering on about the schedule and whatnot. But I really do see 8-8 for Matt Patricia. Like I said, it's going to be if the team buys into what he's selling. And that's more or less all what it is. And we're going to have to make sure, if we're going to have a successful season, we better not have any injuries or any big injuries either. And if Matthew Stafford happens to go down and is out for the year, then who knows what our record's going to be. We could be, if Matt Stafford goes down early, we could be 4-12. I'll just put it that way. If he goes down late in the season, we could be a 7-9 team, maybe a 6-10. But it just depends on, injuries, health. Matt Patricia tries to buy into, the team tries to buy into what he's trying to sell, and that's more or less what it is. And the coaching too. So, but guys, let me know what you guys think of this video. Do you think 8-8 is good? Do you think it's too low or too high? Like I said, doing this, it's always a crapshoot. I'm kind of really wanting to see how Detroit does under Matt Patricia's guidance this time and not under Jim Caldwell anymore, because I thought Jim Caldwell just wasn't the right coach for the team. I thought he was too conservative at times. He didn't take chances where he should have. Had to get confidence in his team, build confidence in themselves either. I hope Matt Patricia kind of changes that too, to maybe to where maybe some, I don't want to say to some lesser competition or anything like that, but if there's an opportunity, try and take it. I mean, it's a 50-50 thing here, but you got to make sure that the risk is worth the reward too. And, you always got to do that calculation stuff. The analytics are going to tell him that. So, but guys, let me know what you guys think of this video. Go ahead and put a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification for other videos just like this one. Guys, I really hope you guys enjoy this video and hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces, go Lions!